0586861003 is the number if you want to get in contact with us, and it's going to be one of the absolute biggest sporting events that you're going to see this year. It is going to be Floyd Mayweather versus Deji. It's happening on the 13th of November at Coca-Cola Arena. 8 rounds of great boxing action, and it's brought to you by the Global Titans Fight Series. The owner, Uday Singh, joining us here in the studios. Thank you very much for coming in for this Monday.
Thank you, Kitch. It's great to be here, and hi everyone listening to me today. So as we just heard, it's the Global Titans event, November 13, one of the greatest, I'd say, best shows this year, the boxing events this year in the world, here in Dubai, 13th of November. It's
got to be huge. And Floyd Mayweather, he's back again. When it comes into Deji, who is extraordinary. I mean, this is a huge one for the Global Titans. You've had so much success, and certainly success here in Dubai. But what are some of your future plans, if you can reveal?
So first thing I'd like to say, these boxing events are not easy to put together. You never know what's going to happen last minute. Obviously, the best is to get the best cards. Getting 2 cards together is the toughest thing. Who's going to fight who? Negotiations. Also, as you know, this is an exhibition fight with Floyd Mayweather and Deji. At the moment, we have top undercards as well that's fighting real WBC fights this time. So talking about future events, we've already started working on it for the last 2 months, and we know that we're going to go global. Obviously, we're a Dubai company, and we definitely want to entertain our Dubai audience and the international audience that come here to Dubai. But we have Saudi Arabia in the pipeline coming up. We have London, Las Vegas, and New York next year, and one in Dubai again. So lots of exciting fights lined up. I cannot give the names right now.
Come on, give the names.
But to the likes of again, we have KSI, who's Deji's brother. Deji's fighting this time. So Tommy Fury, we have Tyson Fury, Jake Paul, all those people, huge names. Anderson Silva, all connected to us, and we're going to have the best fights possible for people to watch.
When it comes down to it, these sort of fight nights, and as we said, this big one on the 13th of November, what is it about Dubai that you like putting on the fights here? What is it about the city, or what is it about the fans that boxers like fighting here?
So first of all, I was in a press conference in Vegas last week, and I just said that Dubai being one of the most safest and the top cities in the world right now for infrastructure, talking about entertainment, the weather at that time, there was no other perfect place than Dubai to do this fight night. Also, towards the end of the year, we have exciting things happening that week or the week after. We have the Formula One Grand Prix, and then we have the same weekend of Grand Prix, FIFA World Cup. So the whole world, the traffic will flow to this side anyway. So for us, there was no other better place, and this is home. Global Titans is a Dubai company. We pride in being Dubai residents, and I always say thank you to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who's made things possible for everyone to come here and use Dubai as a global platform to showcase the world.
Now, producer Pranav Prasann has joined on the mic. You've got a couple of big questions, don't you, Pranav?
Plenty of questions with the names that he's just given away. I have to ask, you mentioned Tommy Fury, you mentioned Jake Paul. That's a fight that's been waiting to happen for a couple of months. These names, they've been added on Twitter, they've been added on Instagram. What would it take to actually bring these two to fight together, but in Dubai this time? Because both of them have traded, fight saying, come to America, come to the UK. There have been plenty of excuses. What will it take? Will it take a big paycheck, big concert, the hospitality maybe?
Perhaps a bunch of everything, but I must tell you that Tommy Fury is coming. He is fighting in this event, and he's fighting with Paul Bamba, who's an American boxer, great guy. So we've got Tommy, so you know Brilliant. That. Jake's in touch. Also, there are talks at the moment, just talks. Let's not take it too seriously, but you never know what can happen. As I said, it's boxing. Things change last minute. That Jake Paul could come down as well for this event as a presenter, but they're just talks at the moment. But yeah, again, to put that together, once we put a Global Titans event out, the whole world's going to watch it with the great Floyd Mayweather. I think it's easy then to put any other cards and line them up for next year.
Because having a look at him, just seeing some of his training, 45 years old is now Floyd. He's looking fit. He is looking fitter than he has in a long time. He's looking good.
Yeah, he really wants to come back. I'm not saying that, I'm not his manager, but spending a lot of time with him, and, you can see the enthusiasm, the passion is still there. And he only talks about entertainment. We all know that once Floyd is in the ring, he's a different person altogether, and that's what people want to see.
Amazing.
I have to ask you about this particular fight, Uday. Now, a lot of people, those who don't know Deji, they'll probably remember him as KSI's brother. You know, growing up for me, KSI as well as Deji, I used to watch them YouTube videos, their vlogs. Now, for Deji to go up against Floyd Mayweather, how did that come about? You know, a lot of people would have asked, why is KSI not fighting Floyd Mayweather? How did Deji come up as a name against Mayweather?
Absolutely, and I've got a good answer for that. So, to be honest, we want to get out of this traditional boxing fights around the world of two serious people fighting. And I just said the word entertainment. We had to entertain people. And with the millennials and all the younger generation, they all relate to YouTube and social media more than anything else, right? I think kids, you know, born in the early 2000s or, you know, just post 2010, they would not know, they've heard of Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson and stuff like that. But today they relate to KSIs and Deji, who they relate with on everyday this thing. So for us, it was meant to be, if it was an exhibition fight, for Floyd to find a card that would entertain the rest of the audience as well. And that's how this came about. We contacted them. I mean, we have a bunch of team that works with us for sourcing the best boxers, and they made it happen. You know, the rest is history. I mean, there's so much work involved that we can talk about it all day. I can give a lot of names and stuff, but you know, as I said, and there's an ongoing process. Our next fight that we want to announce could be in February or March next year. That will be in Saudi Arabia, and work's already been on since this fight's gone on. It's parallel to this, you know.
Yeah, well, how hard is it, you know, when you see these big names and you're working behind the scenes and you work with Global Titans, but when it comes to negotiating these deals, there's so many parties involved. Everyone's got an agent who's got an agent who's got an advisor who's a brother who tries to tell them what they should be doing. Yeah, how many, when you're putting on an event like this, like the one coming up on November the 13th, how many parties would you having to be negotiate with at any one time?
Right, so this is really a good question. When we started off Global Titans, we had those layers after layers after layers. People want to know, the boxers, especially the athletes, that are you guys serious? Are these guys really going to do it? You know, you see a lot of announcements happen and the fights never happen. Once you know you're a serious company, you've delivered, you've got the payments sorted, a lot of it's to do with money. At the end of the day, it's a career for them. You know, you actually cut off all the layers in between. And, you know, at the moment, I am directly with most of the fighters and their manager, and there's no layers in between at all. So people know we are a serious company. And as I said, after this fight happens, then Global Titans will become a global company. It is a global company already, but then we've delivered. We've delivered something solid, and then it gets easier for us then to negotiate on the table with the boxers directly because they know that we've made it happen in the past.
Well, you've done it, and you've got this amazing fight coming up. If we could wave the magic wand, is there an event, a fight, athlete? What would your dream lineup be for Global Titans? Come on,
a very tricky question.
We've all got to have that goal.
I would love to see Floyd fighting a real fight with either Conor or with either Manny Pacquiao. But that's again in the future if that would happen. But that's my dream fight.
And you'd like to have it here in Dubai?
Absolutely. I mean, Dubai is a great place to have. And I mean, I would do Vegas or I would do Saudi Arabia. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, those kind of names. Or we'd have Jake Paul. You know, he's fighting Anderson Silva, by the way, just next week or this weekend.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so can I take it that you're giving us a hint that Floyd Mayweather might have a rematch with Conor McGregor? Because we've seen how these two go at each other saying, you know, Conor says, why didn't you jump in the octagon against me? And then Floyd goes, no, you come in the boxing ring. Now Conor's done that. He lost, but he's done that. So can we see now Floyd, you know, returning the favor, maybe going into the octagon?
Look, at the end of the day, that we have to ask Floyd when he's here. But I know that there, you know, a rematch is very possible, yes. And it could happen. Anything is possible. They're still alive and kicking, you know. They're throwing punches. So.
Yeah, no, well, it's going to be a huge one. If you do want to get tickets, you can log on to the Coca-Cola Arena website. That's one of the places to get there to see Floyd Money Mayweather taking on Deji, 13th of November. And what a big weekend, as he said, for Dubai, because you've got the fight, then you've got the Formula One, then the Monday the World Cup starts. This is the place to be. So we do thank you, Uday Singh, the owner of the Global Titans Fight Series. Thank you for coming in to Talk 100.3 and sharing part of your story.
Thank you so much. So for everyone who's keen, there's also a weigh-in concert
on the 12th.
On the 12th of November. So tickets will be up soon, probably next week for those who want to watch, and we'll announce the entertainers as well. And the next day is a big fight. So we look forward to having everyone and having a great weekend together in Dubai. Thank you.
It's going to be a huge one. There is Uday Singh, the owner of the Global Titans Fight Series. That event, the 13th of November, 8 rounds, Coca-Cola Arena. You can Google it or head to cocacolaarena.com.